Hello, so for this vlog, I'm answering all your questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. I separated into 3 sections, Heidiroo questions, peanut questions, and then last, the music questions. There's a lot of them, so let's just get right to them. So first question, did you ever struggle with creativity and finding your style? Yes, I did. I think when I started, I could tell that I was kind of trying all of the things, so it was really hard to pin down what my style was exactly for at least my audience to see. What has helped has been just drawing a lot. I gave myself a personal challenge back in 2018 January, where I just drew a movie character every single day, and it was really just so that I could start practicing on my style and really nailing it down, something that is constant and I still continue to work on. How do you make stickers? So 2 ways. I have a Cricut machine, and so I make them with that. If they sell really well, I make them weatherproof, because when I make them myself here at home, it's made with vinyl paper, but it's not weatherproof, and the stickers are a little more thinner. And then once I get them done by a manufacturer, which I use stickerapp.com, they're the best. I really like them. How do you find inspiration for your work? I find inspiration a lot through music and movies. Sometimes if I hear something in a song, or it reminds me of something when I'm listening to a song, I like to draw it. Like with movies, I think it happens a lot with movies. When I watch something, I want to draw a specific character or something that I saw in the movie. What else? Probably cats, plants. That's like a huge one. Yeah. What manufacturer do you use for your enamel pins? I go over to my friend Jessica, who owns the pin department. How did you develop your personal style? So I think I just drew a lot. Looking back, 2017 I drew a lot, but 2018 I think I drew even more. How long did researching materials take you for things like stickers and prints? For prints, I would say about a year. I was using a local print shop for my prints, and then kind of quickly realized that I wasn't super happy with that. So that's when I bought a printer. For stickers, maybe a few months. I was using Sticker Mule for a while, and there wasn't an issue really, but then I found out something about them supporting Trump. And so I was like, let's look for something else. And I heard about Sticker App. So I used them, and I kind of like their customer service better anyways. So yeah. Number 1 tip for Etsy audience growth. I would recommend just being super active on it. It will be found. That's the thing about Etsy. There's a lot of people on there, so it's really hard to be exposed and for a customer to run into your store when they type whatever it is that you do. So I think if you continue to be super active on it, and by active I mean adding listings as frequently as possible, and having really good customer service, sharing it on a social media platform to build an audience, I think that will really help. At least that's what helped me, and it did take me about 2 years for it to become consistent. So you just gotta hang in there and be super consistent, and treat your Etsy like it's your baby. Make it look pretty, have gorgeous photos, and just keep it loaded with lots of cool stuff on it constantly. How did you go into doing art full time? Probably not the best advice, but I basically just took the leap with a blindfold and didn't look back and didn't have a plan B. At the moment, I was really unhappy with my office job, so anything sounded better, so I went for it, and I'm really glad that I did because it's going really well. Do you use an iPad? If yes, which model, and would you recommend? I do use an iPad, and I have the 9.7 inch. I would recommend it because I think it's something good to have. It's handy. I think nowadays it's a good thing to just kind of learn the digital stuff too, in case a client wants it. And for me, production stuff like in enamel pins and stickers, it comes in really handy. What, if any, art materials do you bring with you when you're out and about? I always have my Midori sketchbook in my bag and a pencil case that carries like sketching pencil, a regular pencil, an eraser, a pencil sharpener, and like 1 or 2 color pencils. Yeah, that's usually what I have in my purse. If I'm, I don't know, anywhere, I just pull it out. If I'm bored or waiting, I'll draw and sketch something real quick. Coffee or tea, or my go-to Starbucks order. Coffee for sure, just because I feel like I don't think I can live without it. But I really like tea, and I actually drink more tea. I drink about 3 cups of tea a day, where coffee I drink only 1. And my go-to Starbucks order is a chai latte. My favorite color, I think all time it's green, but currently I really like using yellow. My favorite sketchbook and favorite paper. Favorite sketchbook is the Midori sketchbook. Favorite paper, I really like Arches watercolor cold press. That changed my life recently. Current method for time management and tips. So what I usually do is I would recommend that you see when you're most creative. So I know a lot of people are creative at night, but I'm actually more creative in the morning, I've noticed. So I try and do any of the creative part of my job in the daytime. Say if I want to come up with a new print or design a new sticker, or I'm working for a client and I'm doing something for them, I try and do it in the morning because that's when I'm, most creative. So I guess it depends on what you're working on. If it's something like super important, I like to get it out of the way, and then I can have a more relaxing afternoon. But some days it's the opposite. How do you get in the mood to create when you're in a rut? So I'm very impatient, so I hate it when this happens. I usually cry, just kidding, but I'll stop drawing. Even though I try and force it out, I will admit that. I try to just stop drawing, and like I'll go to an art museum or go to a garden or something to walk around and try and find inspiration there. But I have noticed that if you're like really forcing it, it's not going to happen. So I think maybe it's a sign to just take a break and just unplug. And yeah, I really hate it when it happens, but that's what I do when I can't create. Also, another good idea is I look back at my everyday sketchbook. I try and doodle something every day. I probably do it more like 5 out of the 7 days a week. And usually if I look back, sometimes that kind of inspires a drawing if I see a little thing that I drew or something that reminds me of something I drew. Now on to Peanut questions. What is Peanut's favorite color? I'm going to say red because she looks really good in it. She has a harness with a leash. She looks great in that, and I think she knows it. And did Peanut bless my painting? Yes, she did. She blesses all your orders. Does she have any other cats she communicates with through her alien signals? She does not right now, but if your cat is wanting to communicate with her, hit me up and let me know. How is she so cute? I don't know. It's a mystery, but it's also not if you see her face. Has she always had that personality / charisma? Yes, she's always been very playful and kind of standoffish with everyone. She'll let you know if she doesn't like you right away. There's some people that she doesn't like, and then there's some people that she really loves, and we don't understand why. But I think she reads vibes or something, not sure. But yes, from the beginning, she was biting everyone's ankles, and even the vet had told us that we need to stop her from doing that. Will there ever be a meet and greet or a cat happy hour? I don't think so. My husband and I laugh about this, and we said that if there were ever like a cat happy hour, like how we did the dog yappy hour, I think it would be more of like a cat street fight, because yeah, Peanut's not very friendly, to be honest. And does she want a little brother or sis? For some reason, I feel like she'd love a bunny sibling. I don't know about that. She has met my in-laws' dog, and she's friendly with her. As far as other cats, there's a cat that comes by to our house, and she's met her before, and they didn't fight. So maybe. As far as the bunny, I don't know about that, because I feel like Peanut might be really mean, because she's not very friendly with other animals. Is she more attached to me or Danny? I think she's more attached to me, because she's more like my shadow. She follows me literally everywhere. She's right here in this room right now while I record this. And with Danny, she has more of like a friendship, I would say. She's very playful, likes to flirt with him, but I think she sees me more as like a motherly figure. I sound crazy right now talking about this. Is she spayed? Yes, of course. We got her spayed at 6 months. Was it love at first sight? Yes, it was. And that's exactly how we got her. I got a picture from her, and I saw that, and I was like, she's mine. I literally texted my friend that. She's mine. Do not show that picture to anyone else, because I knew someone else would want her. And does she like catnip? She loves catnip. There's a funny story. I was like asking Google or looking it up. How do I make my cat a lap cat? And it said, you should put some catnip in your pockets. And we were cracking up. And then one time we did it, and then she did become a lap cat for that one night. It was hilarious. And yeah. And what's her favorite toy? She has this owl that I got her before she even arrived to our house. And so that was her first toy, and that's her baby. She like brings it with her to bed, or she like gifts it to us, and she like cleans it. It's really cute. I'll show you a photo of it right here. Okay, so music section. I could go on forever on this one, but I'm gonna try and keep my answers short so this video isn't super long. First question, favorite song of all time. This is really hard because it's changing all the time. I always have a song that I'm always repeating. So as far as that goes, right now I keep repeating, or anytime it comes on from one of my playlists, I get super happy. It's Come On, Let's Go by Richie Valens. And as far as all time, I think the one that it's more of a connection than the actual song, even though the actual song is really good, but I think it just reminds me of just being young and getting super into New Order, is Bizarre Love Triangle. Love that song. Reminds me of being 18, because that's when I like really got into a New Order wave. That's all I was like listening to pretty much. So yeah, that. And new artists to listen to, someone asked. I'm really into the band Somersault. It's spelled summer and then salt, like as in what you eat. Somersault. I really like them. I'm not sure how new they are. I think they're just more new to me because I listen to a lot of music that I listened to in college. But anyway, Somersault, check them out. They released a lot of singles, and then recently, I think late last fall, they released their first full album, which is good from start to finish, and currently super into them, and I bought tickets to go see them in March. So yeah, check them out. Do you have a drawing playlist? I do, pretty much. It's called Deadline, and that one's more like when I really need to focus and get something done. I usually turn it up really high, so it's a lot of upbeat music or music that I like to listen to extra loud. It has a lot of like Brenton Wood, a lot of New Order, and some random stuff in there like New Radicals, Nirvana, some very random songs in there, but overall super fun to listen to. But right now, what I've been listening to get me pumped up when I'm drawing is my current new playlist, which is called Crushin' on You. It's more Valentine's Day inspired, so there's some, and it's like more oldies, I would say. Like it has the Sapphires, the Ventures, Richie Valens, Dusty Springfield, and yeah, just other stuff in there that I really like. Again, very loud. I turn up the volume, and that makes it even more fun. What Spanish artists do you like? I really like Rocío Dúrcal. I think it's just because I grew up listening to that. My mom would have it in the background when she was like cleaning the house. So when I was just hanging out in the back, that's just kind of a connection with childhood. I think my favorite one though is probably Natalia Lafourcade. Everything she makes, especially her latest album, that's really good. I really like Vicente Fernandez just because I like mariachi, and I don't know very much, but I know his stuff, and I know that's good. And then in high school, I really liked Bella Nova, and I still really like it. And I also really liked Julieta Venegas. And I guess Chicano Batman is kind of Spanish. They have some songs in Spanish, so that too. For top 3 musicians you'd want to see, living or dead. So that's really hard. So I just decided to make 2 separate lists, dead and living. So for dead, David Bowie. He is my number 1 of everyone, David Bowie. And then I would see Prince and the Carpenters, because Karen Carpenter, her voice is my favorite voice. For the living, I want to see New Order. And I still have never seen Radiohead, and they've been a huge favorite forever. And I think I'd want to see the Misfits. Podcast recommendations. For sure, Creative Pep Talk, as far as like business, that's my favorite one. I've listened to other stuff, but nothing has really, captivated my attention as much as Creative Pep Talk. I get so excited every Tuesday when a new episode comes out, and just following him on Instagram. He always has super inspirational stuff and really colorful, so it makes it fun. And then I listen to a lot of murder mystery. So my favorite ones that I would recommend if you're interested in that, I would say Case File for sure, and Sword and Scale, Cults, How I Built This. That's not murder mystery, but that's really fun to listen to. I really like the Chipotle episode, just hearing how it started. That was really cool. And back to murder mystery, My Favorite Murder, of course, Serial Killers. And right now I'm listening to Up and Vanished, because I didn't listen to it when it was happening. Oh, the other one I just remembered, I think it's called Monsters. They started out with the Atlanta Monster, and now they're doing, currently right now, the Zodiac Killer, which I freaking love. So if you're interested, check it out. So that's it for the questions. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you to all of you who asked a question on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you also enjoyed watching me paint Amelie, my favorite movie of all time. She is a print, and she's available at my shop. Link is at the end of this show. Thanks so much for everything. See you guys next time. Bye.